I am trying something new moving forward. I'm going to be doing a monthly series to show what goes on into my life as an artist, what goals I have each month, and what I did or didn't do to achieve them. I'm thinking of it like a diary, but also an accountability tracker. And as I recap September, I can say it was a lot about growth, consistency, and saying yes. There were a few things on the docket for September. I just joined a 6-month mentorship program in September, and it just so happened that this month there was a program with my mentor called Artist Development Intensive, and it was a weekly course going into our artistry and developing our brand as artists. I was randomly invited by a friend of a friend to perform a small set at an abortion care event for September 28th. And I was like, what's going on? Why am I being asked to perform a set? And my natural inclination is to say, obviously, I cannot do this because I am not equipped. I've never sung more than 3 songs at a time. Like, no, there's absolutely no way. But I've been working on myself for now 4 years now. And I knew that my friend would be yelling at me if I did not do this. I could hear her saying, absolutely, you have to perform. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And so I said yes. By this point, I know it is time for me to put myself out there no matter what, no matter how scary it is. And so I said yes. And I'm very, very proud of myself for agreeing to it and then doing it. Then it was also time to finally finish mixing my song because it has been in the mixing stages for a good 6 months now, which is bonkers. That should never, ever happen. So I said, okay, September is the month where we will prioritize getting this mix done and approved so that I can send it to the mastering engineer. I also had a lot of family visiting from Asia, had 2 uncles and aunts coming. And so obviously I wanted to spend time with them because I barely get to see them. So I definitely made sure that I had time to see them or prioritized going up and seeing my family. I also wanted to be more consistent with content creation, but already I can already tell you that that obviously did not happen. I because I was prioritizing spending time with family and I was asked to do the show, I mean, a lot of my time went towards prepping for the show and spending time with family. So, no, I am still behind when it comes to creating content. So, I've moved that goal over to October. So, going into September, I knew that it was really time to kick things up a notch. And like I mentioned, I joined a mentorship program with Lorraine Lawson, who is amazing. And honestly, after just 1 month of being in this program, I have already seen such a shift in the way that I think about myself as an artist, how I show up, how I present myself. And it's just been such a game changer. I am so grateful and happy I made this decision to join a program. And honestly, it was exactly what I needed. It was time. I mean, there was only so much I can learn by myself as an artist. And so I hit a plateau, I hit this ceiling. And if you're struggling like I am or was, I would really invite you to find a mentor. It is so important to learn from someone who knows what they're doing, who has been in the industry for so long, and knows how to get you to the next level with coaching and teaching. There was an artist development intensive program, ADI. We were diving deeper into our brands, and Lorraine was teaching us, okay, identify where you are, identify where you want to be, and then through the program, it's about bridging the gap to bring you closer to where you want to be. And every single week, I learned so much information. It was a little overwhelming at times, I will say. We had a workbook, we had exercises that we needed to do in order to really solidify the information that we were learning. It was overwhelming to say the least. I did not have the time to go through everything again, go through the notes and rewatch the video. So I'm going to do that in October. I really want to reinforce everything that we learned in the program. This is me with my mixer, Jess. I love her. She's amazing. Whenever we do a mix session together, we do it through Zoom. So I'll send her notes, but then we'll hop on Zoom. And it's just so much faster and easier because when you give notes, you're just sending it to a mixer and then they send it back. And then it's just all this back and forth. Whereas on a Zoom call, I can listen to it in real time and then say, okay, those are the levels that I want. Obviously, we catch up. We do end up talking quite a bit before the actual mixing gets done. But yeah, I love working with Jess because she's amazing. And I am so, so happy to report that the mix is finally done. I think she did such an incredible job with this song. I'm super, super happy. There were so many rounds and I feel really bad, but she is so patient with me and I'm so grateful for her. And so I just sent the song over to be mastered last Friday, end of September, and I am so excited. I'm so excited. This is finally done. I know I mentioned that, yes, content creation really fell to the wayside, but I still found time or made sure to meet up with my friend Dan to go over some content that I was thinking about. And honestly, Dan has been such a lifesaver. I'm honestly terrible when it comes to creating content or coming up with ideas for content. It's just not my thing. And so Dan loves consuming content. And so he's given me so many great ideas. And I just love to pick his brain and really get fresh new ideas from him. So we hung out a couple times to just chat content, and I got some really fun ideas from him. We ended up going to a super cute coffee shop and got some pour over coffee, which was my first experience with it. And so we were enjoying ourselves with some coffee and content creation. And it's just always a good time with Dan. I got some new ideas. So that was really fun. And even though I haven't been able to create content, at least I've been thinking about it a little more. So hopefully in October, I'll be able to start posting a little more consistently. I had relatives visiting from Asia, and so we got to do quite a few dinners together, which was really nice. And then we did a weekend together in Niagara because they've never been. And so obviously we had to take them, even though I really didn't want to go back to Niagara again. But it ended up being a really, really nice weekend. We booked a really big house and we got to cook. We were just together. We saw the falls, we went to the casino. It ended up being a much more fun time than I was expecting. It was just really nice to be with family. I'm glad we did it. And even though I've been to Niagara Falls more times than I would like to, it's still pretty impressive, I will admit. One of the reasons why I was able to confidently agree to the show on the 28th was because, yes, I heard my friend's voice screaming at me saying to do it, but also my mentor, we had an in-person meeting and I was talking about the show and how I was questioning how I could fill a set. She pretty much planned out my entire set, what I was going to say, how I was going to say it, covers, the fact that I was going to do covers. It made me confident that I could fill a 30-minute set. And honestly, I felt so amazing after seeing her because I was like, of course I can do this. Why did I think I couldn't do this before? I did a song for her, an original song, and she just was like choreographing the song with me. And I was like, what is happening? This is amazing. And again, so happy I found her. She is so good at what she does. And I was like, wow, I can do this. She makes me believe in myself, which is exactly what a mentor should be doing. That is why you hire a mentor, so that they can teach you how to believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, they will give you the tools to do so and help you fill in that gap. So, leading up to the 28th, my show, which is just, oh my God, I was so anxious and nervous. If I just had to play and perform my own songs, I would be completely fine. But I don't have enough to fill a 30-minute set of just my original songs. So I had to learn some covers, and that was the most stressful part, was remembering the lyrics, knowing how to sing them, and just practicing. You should have seen me the week leading up to the show. I was consumed by the show. All I could think of was the show. And then at night, I would spend like at least an hour and a half practicing, which probably wasn't great for my voice either. Every day I was practicing, and I'm really proud of myself for doing that. And as you can see, this is me just doing so many different exercises, me practicing every single day leading up to it, and just making sure I could hit those notes, which I couldn't. I mean, I'm still learning. I still have a lot of things that I'm working through with my voice. And I was like, you know what? If I'm going to crack, I'm going to crack. And that's all I can do at this point right now. Like I'm still learning. I have a vocal coach. I know that I have so much tension in my neck and my shoulders and like all in here. So I just had to let myself be okay with cracking at the event. And I did. Did I die? No. I'm just, again, still self-conscious about my voice. But going into the show, I arrived 10 a.m., started at 10. And so I was meant to be the musical performance as people were checking into the event. And honestly, I was nervous, but knowing how casual it was and how sweet the two organizers were, I really felt so much more safe to be there. And honestly, it was a really nice experience. I had such a nice time. Everyone was so lovely. Yes, I cracked. 100% my voice cracked all over the place, unfortunately. But it's okay. I am learning, and I mentally and emotionally feel like I'm in such a better place with my voice, with the relationship I have with my voice. It's pretty incredible, and I'm so grateful that I'm here. I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to play for that group of people. The fact that I did it, the fact that I was able to do a 30-minute set, like, it was incredible, and I am so, so proud of myself. It was a good month. It was a lot of learning. There was so much growth this month. A lot of amazing things happened, and I'm just very grateful of everything that I was able to accomplish this month alone. That is all I have for this September update. I am going to continue doing this because I really love the accountability factor of doing this. And I know that I'm going to see a lot of growth by documenting everything that I'm doing. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I go into all of the things that I'm doing as an independent artist and music producer. And if you want to stay up to date with what I'm up to, then make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.